So it's important to recognize that. It's just that government technology is getting better. Now they counterfeit 100% of the value of the currency. There was a time when they clipped the edges or they
Yeah.
changed the alloy. But governments are much more efficient than they used to be. They steal wholesale as opposed to retail now. If you look at the other promise to pay, which is to say a U.S. dollar, literally, well, it used to be a package of dreams painted on a piece of paper. Now it's a packet of dreams clicked into existence, and it's really important. I think that people know that, not that, not that the dollar will cease to function as a medium of exchange, but it's an increasingly inefficient medium of exchange if you also ask it to be a store of value, Robert, as you know, but many people don't. It's interesting that you talk about uh, all other forms of exchange as debt, because I think for Americans, debt is the concept that will lead to the best understanding of gold. At the Rebel Capitalist Conference, Gorman's conference, I talked about the math of America. I talked about the fact that our on-balance sheet liabilities exceed $37 trillion, which is now, what, 120% of GDP?
Right.
In 1982, to put a large number in context, on-balance sheet liabilities were only 32% of GDP. So we've gone from 32% of GDP to almost 130% of GDP.
So Rick, with
Yep.
all your experience, what does that mean to you? You know, like when somebody says it's 120% of GDP, and there was Rogoff, Reinhardt, and all that stuff, but the average American, you must be speaking Chinese right now.
The average American should read this wonderful Hemingway quote. They were asked how he went broke when he had all the income. And he said, slowly at first, then all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's important for the average American to note, too, and almost none of them pay attention to this, that the bigger problem, rather than the on-balance sheet debt, is the net present value of unfunded entitlements. Look at you and I on the screen, Robert. We're poster boys for this. Medicare, Medicaid, military pension, in your case, not mine, federal government pension. It is estimated by the Congressional Budget Office, not some cranky old libertarian, Rick Rule, but the Congressional Budget Office. It's estimated that the net present value of unfunded entitlement programs exceeds $100 trillion. Now, again, this number in 1982 was about 90% of GDP. Now this number's 350% of GDP. And the math gets a little worse, Robert. I really want your listeners, I know math is boring, but I want your listeners to listen to this. The IRS estimates that the private net worth, the aggregate private net worth of all Americans, is about $141 trillion. And if you add the on-balance sheet debt of the U.S. government with the unfunded off-balance sheet debt of the U.S. government, that number's 130 trillion. So you take what we're worth, 141, minus what we owe, 130, there's only 11 trillion left over. Now, how do we get out of this? What I figure we do is we preside over the devaluation of the U.S. currency. We have a dishonest default. And that's where gold comes in. Gold for decades, for millennium, has been a medium of exchange that's simultaneously a store of value. It's been a place that you go when you don't trust government debt.
Right.
And the math suggests that this is a wonderful time not to trust government debt.
Well, that's why most gold guys are pessimists. But anyway, the good news is, and by the way, congratulations on your symposium, Rick Rule Symposium. I've heard wonderful things about it. And you're playing to a tough audience. But the good news is, Rick, more and more people are listening to you. Do you know what I mean? It's good news. So that's why you're so successful putting on these events and speaking to the masses about what real money is. So congratulations on your thing there.
Well, we'd love to improve the conference next year with the presence of Robert Kiyosaki. So keep that in mind.
I would be honored. But anyway, this is my point of view. This could be the best opportunity to get rich. I mean, as the dollar comes down and all fiat, fake money, the Japanese yen, the peso, the euro comes down, this could be the biggest opportunity you'll ever have to get rich quick. But you've got to get out of fake money and go to Rick Rule's conference. But I'm the eternal optimist because I've been saving gold and silver for years and getting no respect, Rick. No respect. And they kept saying, why don't you invest in the S&P 500? I said, I do have a conscience.